So we're going to do a really nice sautéed spinach omelet, fresh spinach omelet with a great pico de gallo on top. And we're starting out with a little bit of butter or olive oil. Does it matter, either one?
Whatever you would like, that's good. Whatever you would like to use.
Okay.
Do you have a bowl?
I sure do. Yeah, we do. So we've got some eggs, three eggs. And I'm going to grab a whisk. I think breakfast, people are kind of sometimes, I know my husband and I love to go have coffee and breakfast. Sometimes it's easier to do that, get away for that, than a nighttime thing, you know?
Right. And we, at Cheesecake Heaven, we have espresso. And then, of course, you can always have a mimosa as well.
Ooh,
so.
That's really nice. So, and that's a big thing for me. I love an espresso or a cappuccino instead of just the regular coffee. So you've got it all there. So we're just dicing up a red onion. Is this going to go in the omelet?
Yes, we're going to saute our spinach and our garlic first.
Ooh, yum. So red onion, any reason why we use red onion?
I like the color of it.
Yeah.
It's a little milder than. So we're going to put.
So we'll let that kind of do its thing. We've got an omelet pan.
Then we can save this for the pico.
Okay, all right. And this is going to have a real nice fresh pico de gallo, which is a fresh salsa over the top. I've got 3 eggs. Should I crack some of these?
That would be great.
Okay. So this is a nice big omelet. And a little bit of milk you guys put in your omelets?
Yes.
Okay.
And a little restaurant trick, when you're whisking your eggs in your milk, if you're making a large amount for your family, you can just put it through a fine mesh strainer, and it takes out all, like, the whole parts of the egg that don't all get whisked in.
Oh,
and then
really?
you have really fluffy, awesome omelets.
I did not know that. That is a good tip. A little salt and pepper maybe in there?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty.
I'm just going to dump a little bit of this.
No problem. So we're going to saute the spinach and the onion in one pan, and then we'll have the egg and in the other. And we're using fresh spinach. Oh, I like that, Casey.
Yes, everything fresh makes a huge difference.
It makes a huge difference. I think so many people don't think they like spinach because, you know, they're using the stuff that's not fresh. And this is even just, I throw a handful of this in, like, the kids' salads, and they don't even know, you know, because it tastes like the regular lettuce. It's so much better for you. About a handful or more?
You can put another handful in because it's going to cook down.
Yes, it does. And it cooks down to nothing. Seems like a ton, but it really isn't all that much. So should we start the egg over in this one?
Yes.
And no cheese in this, huh?
Well, we use a cilantro cream over the top, which is just sour cream with fresh cilantro and a little bit of garlic. But you can make that even healthier by using Greek yogurt.
Okay.
And then drizzling it. But the thing about this omelet that's awesome is that it's cooked, it's warm, and then you have the contrast of the cold crunch vegetables.
Yeah, so, that sounds fantastic. And I think sometimes, we're talking about breakfast today, but I think sometimes for dinner, an omelet with a nice salad.
Exactly. Eggs are wonderful. You can have them whenever.
I agree.
So our pico that we have at the store, we make to order for each omelet. Just
really?
Because,
that fresh, huh?
That fresh. It's better that way. If it sits, the vegetables get kind of mushy. The vinegar cooks them down. But you could buy, I know at Festival they have the pre-made picos in the vegetable section.
And it's pretty good, it really is, in a pinch. But in pico de gallo, basically it's a fresh, chunky salsa. And so we have tomatoes, we have onions, garlic, jalapeno pepper.
And then you can also use fresh lime or lime juice with a little bit of zest. For your jalapeno, make sure you, if you don't want it as spicy, just take your seeds out. Don't put any seeds in because that makes it extremely hot.
Or if you want a little more spicy, keep them in. It's up to you. How's the spinach looking?
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, good. So
you can throw that.
Swap those. So
yep. Just put it in the egg.
Put it in now, or should I let this firm up a little bit?
Either or. You can It's not that touchy.
Okay.
And then you just cook it on a high heat, keep pulling your sides in.
And that's the key. I'm going to have you walk us through that because as this does its thing, I think so many people do omelets and they're keep messing with them, and you really don't want to do that. And the spatula and a really good nonstick pan, your best friend when it comes to doing this.
And I always have a towel. I'm trained to always have a towel when you're touching a saute pan. And is this a little bit higher heat over here?
You know, that one should be getting more.
Okay. We can just keep it. So you just want the spinach to go evenly in the egg.
Okay.
And then you just let it sit here, and as you see it's cooking on the side, you can just pull your sides in, but don't mix it.
Don't keep doing that.
Right.
You know, that's the key. You don't want to. We don't want scrambled eggs. We actually want an omelet. And you can see it's really happening here. We'll just give it a minute. We've got a minute. I love to show people good technique to do this because forever I was impatient, and you just kind of have to sit there and let it happen, you know?
Right.
It'll do it for you.
It's funny because on a lot of job interviews that you'll go on in the larger cities for kitchens, they have you cook an omelet.
Yep.
And just to see what your skill level is at.
Right, exactly.
So.
And because if you can't cook a good omelet, forget about it. Okay, so we're kind of.
Yeah, we're going here. So we're just going to pull and let the liquid go down. Pull and let the liquid go down. So you're just taking all the uncooked and putting it underneath the omelet.
And so do you just fold it over when it comes to serving it? Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got one here that's all ready. Serve it with a nice croissant or toast, and then you put the.
I'll step over here.
Here's the sour cream.
Cilantro cream.
Ooh.
And then we have our already finished pico over here. We just squeeze the extra moisture out and then put it right on the top.
So like you say, nice warm omelet, and then you've got that cool cilantro cream and the crunch of the vegetables.
Exactly.
That looks fantastic.
It's one of my favorite omelets that we make.
Always on the menu at Cheesecake Heaven, breakfast every day of the week, even on Sundays. And Casey's going to stick around and make a wonderful, a new twist on oatmeal that's real healthy and delicious. So stick with us. We'll be back.